Hey man, it's your boy Sir Bankroll from Atlanta, Georgia. You can catch me on Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
Yeah, bitch, I'm back and assin'. She wanna fuck his city, diamond dancing. I can't get caught lacking. You already know we packin'. Kill that boy, toe tagging. Put him on Fox, no fancy. Kill that boy, take a chances. Fuck around and get canceled. Fuck around, backstab him. Don't pay me no blunt, let's got grab him. Put him on every news channel. Every stick I handle.
Hey, what's going on, man? It is your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
Boom.
Big Industry's Most Wanted, not the little one. We got Sir Bankroll checking in. Give me some love first and foremost. Boom. This is my homie right here. It's good to see you, always.
Good to see you too.
Out here working on your grind. New project on the way. We got a lot to talk about. We got to catch up. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But go ahead and give us that official introduction.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Sir Bankroll. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? On the grind, on the come up. You catch me on Instagram, YouTube, Apple Music, everywhere. You might start seeing me everywhere.
He's out here working. Listen, he said you are going to see him everywhere. Y'all heard it right here. We're going to hold him to that everywhere.
Yeah.
Before we jump into talking about the new project, you know, your brands, everything you got going on, for people who may have missed our last conversation, let's just take it back a little bit. You were born and raised in ATL?
Yeah, born and raised.
Take us back to your childhood. What was Lil Sir Bankroll talking about when he was little? What was he doing?
I was just a neighborhood kid, just running around, outside on the green box.
Yeah.
Catch me on the green box, Just running around, just doing stuff. But I played sports too.
Yes. Tell us about that.
When I was in middle school, I want to say, I've been had a passion to play basketball.
Okay.
But where it really just came into like me just playing sports because I done tried soccer.
Yeah.
They work.
That's endurance to play soccer.
They work real hard.
Yeah.
So, and I tried football. And when I tried football, my first time trying football, I was like, nah, it ain't for me.
How old were you when you first tried?
I want to say like eight or nine. My mom put me and my brother in a AAU league.
Okay. Was it like flag football or?
Nah, it was football.
It was football. Okay.
Yeah. So, like, my big brother, that's what he did. So, in the midst of him playing football and stuff like that, I went with him to, like, a practice, and I'm just like, oh, no, I ain't go back. I gave him one day. But as I got older, though, I wish that I did play football, So, just to, build my body the right way. Because I played basketball, and football kind of gets, like, it's a contact sport.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. Did you ever get injured playing basketball at all?
Yeah, a couple times. Like, and the funny thing is, I hurt myself. Like, just me being tall, and sometimes I roll my ankle.
Exactly. I've heard that.
Yeah, I rolled my ankle.
You just kind of come down and twist it the wrong way. What about your knee? Any ever injuries to the knee?
Nah.
Just the ankle.
No problems, yeah.
That's good. That's good. So if you could go back right now and talk to your 8-year-old self who went out there for that one day and said, nah, what would you say?
Just give it a try.
Yeah.
Don't give up on that.
Yeah.
Don't give up on that because it could have been another passion that I had.
Man.
So, but I was just like, shit, fuck it. I was like, excuse my language.
No, you good, but
yeah.
that's the same thing that you tell yourself today.
Right.
Give it a try. We don't know until we put some effort into it. So that's a great piece of advice. So you still play hoop? You still get out there and hoop?
Yeah, time from time.
Yeah.
It's like my mental breakaway. Like I get, my getaway.
Yeah.
I go to the gym, get some shots up and stuff like that.
Keep you in shape.
Yeah, and keep my mind clear.
Listen, that is key right there. I posted about that the other day when I was on my way to the gym. I said, of course, we have to work out to keep ourselves physically right.
Right.
But it's more of a mental thing for me because I get this anxiety sometimes. I don't know from what, maybe the traffic. I don't know. But I go to the gym and I always feel so much better after I leave. Do you feel better after you get a workout in or you hoop a little bit?
See, what I tell people is like when you take the time out and, you just working on yourself, you can't be tired and stressed, at the same time.
Man.
So it's like when you go work out, you feel good. You start your body, you start your day off right, and you just push it. You wake up feeling good.
Absolutely. You and I, and we won't get too deep, but we were slightly talking about this, as I know you're obviously way younger than me, but as we get older, we have to be more mindful of what do we put in our bodies, how we treat our bodies, exercising. Don't wait until you're 60 to start working out. Start now. You know what I'm saying? Because the older you get, the tougher it is. Definitely. What was it like growing up in Atlanta for you? What did you enjoy the most about growing up in and around Atlanta?
The people.
Yeah. Tell us why.
Just seeing like with me growing up and stuff like that, it's like you had everybody like in the city like of Atlanta like a celebrity,
Yeah.
Like one thing about Atlanta, people come here and they just like, they get celebrity status outside of a normal person, who ain't even famous. A lot of people might not know them, but it's like the people in the city, regardless if it's people hating or not, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know everybody. So it's just like, everybody feel good. So it just make it like, how can I say it? Like people come here to overcome that stepping stone.
Absolutely. You are 100. That was me. You just described me. I left Tampa to come here to take it to that next level. And what I love about this city so much is people here, for the most part, are very embracing. You know what I'm saying? I've never had anybody say, why did you come to Atlanta? Why are you here? Like, everybody's been like welcoming and open arms. And man, I just watched that Freaknik documentary. I was like, God, I didn't see myself on there. Because I was here for it in 95 and 96, but I didn't make the documentary. But no, that's dope. Atlanta's just a great city. Going back again to your childhood or maybe even your teenage years, who was one of your favorite Atlanta rappers?
I can give it, I listened to a lot of like middle school. I was more like on the lyrical side.
Yeah.
I really want to listen to a lot of people in Atlanta. It was like, the Lil Wayne's, the Drake, Young Money, J. Cole, Eric Kendrick. But, as I started to really fall, like I always listen to like that beginning trap music, you know, like the Jeezys, the Gucci's. I was a big fan of Goody Mob. Man. Big fan. My dad was a huge fan, so it just branched off on me.
Gotta love Goody Mob.
But like when I started to really get into like music, my music that's like really just like down here to me, I could say it was Bankroll, Fresh. Who else can I say that I was on real heavy that kind of just like, that was the time when Rich Homie Quan was really having his breakthroughs and stuff like that. Because everybody, back in the day, Rich Homie Quan, he was young.
Absolutely. And he's still phenomenal at what he does. Definitely.
I just say he before his time.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great way to put it.
Before his time.
It's a great way to put it. What about Future?
Future, Future, he played his part. Future, I listened to him, and it was like, he kind of took a change too. Like he, not for the bad, but like, from the Dirty Sprite to him with the song with Hannah Montana.
Right.
He had to take that turn and stuff like that. So it wasn't a bad turn, but it was just, Future.
Absolutely. I was just curious because, he started originally with the Dungeon family, which is obviously where Goody Mob came from too. So I was wondering if he felt, so you definitely, respect what he got going on too. But you're right though. He has changed his sound over the years, evolved. Yeah. Just like Drake. If you go back and listen to that really, beginning Drake versus now, it's similar, but he's definitely evolved. Yeah. I'm sure we would hear the same thing in your music.
Right.
What is the biggest thing? Let's just jump into this real quick. If we went back and listened to the early on Sir Bankroll versus now, what are we going to hear different?
Me being more comfortable. Me being more comfortable and me actually figuring out how to, because like it's not just getting behind the mic and just rapping. It's like you find your own style, you break down, punch in here, you take it full on, or however the case may be, just whatever works for that person. But I just, I had just got comfortable.
Absolutely. What do you think it was that made you get more comfortable? Was it just that you knew you were getting better at what you do?
The people who listen to my music, the feedback that I got, and then let alone like it's like, once you do something, so like for a minute, it just started to become natural to you.
Yeah.
So
it's like second nature. You don't have to really force yourself or try to do it. It just comes.
Right,
it just comes out. That is so dope. Again, going back to them younger years, was music ever on your radar of you wanting to be a music artist?
Yeah, my brother, he pursued music. And, you know, he had his own campaign dealing with his music career and stuff like that.
Older than you?
Yeah, he's older than me. And he ended up he ended up doing this thing. It was just more like me. I was just focused on sports.
Yeah.
I was focused on sports. So like, I could say I was like really starting to trying to rap, because like my first song I ever made was in high school, and it was just like me recording myself just doing something.
What were you talking about in that record?
A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Stuff was going on. School, around everybody. Yeah.
In the beginning stages, when you first started doing music, were you an actual pen to paper writer? Or, yeah. Do you freestyle and punch in now? Is that more how you've evolved, or you still write?
I still write sometimes, but I can't necessarily say like a whole song. It's just something to start me off.
Right.
But most of the time, I just punch in.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time, I just punch in and try to go in there. Because I just feel like sometimes where, you know, I get stuck sometimes writing because I might not feel the same way how I felt.
100%.
So in the midst of me coming in there, it's like, you know, punching in what made it just like more real, because it's like, it's a thought that just coming off right then and there.
Then and there. It's organic that way. Because like you said, if you're sitting in your house and you're writing, whatever emotion you're feeling is going to be totally different by the time you book that studio session, get there, because it could be 2-3 days later.
Right.
Most definitely. Do you have a setup at the crib, or you always go to a studio?
Yeah, I have a setup. I'm in the midst of putting everything together right now.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah, I know how to record myself. It's just the sound.
Yeah.
I want to get everything. You know, my boy Drew, you know, shout out to boy Drew. You know, he gonna get everything right for me. But
as far as like the acoustics and all that to get the sound right, that's dope.
Yeah, my voice and stuff like that. Because once I record, you know, you can just save it as a preset and
right.
just, you know, go from there.
Absolutely, definitely. Is getting into the engineering side at all, does that interest you, learning how to mix and master?
Yeah. Yeah, it helps save a lot of money.
Yeah, save a lot of money. No shade to the engineers out there, but I always encourage artists, if you can learn it, because one, you save money, and two, who better to get your sound the way you want it than you?
Yeah, right, correct.
Yeah, because you hear it in your head already. You hear the final record in your head, but trying to explain that to somebody is kind of difficult. And that way you could sit there and tweak it, go back, switch this, change that, you know, make as many edits as you want without somebody getting frustrated. Dang, another edit? Dang, another edit?
Right. Yeah.
But that's true though. So the setup in the house is in the works. You already know how to record yourself.
Yeah.
Once you kind of get that all together, then you might move on to learning how to mix and master.
Yeah. It's gonna come with it. With the engineering part, it should just come with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should just come with it.
Definitely. Who you working with now on the engineering side, if you don't mind sharing?
Drew.
That's the one you just shouted out.
My boy Drew Dini.
Dope.
Yeah.
Most definitely. He's out here in Atlanta?
Yeah, he in Atlanta.
Okay, well, shout out to you, bro.
Shout out, boy Drew.
What are some of the things that you've worked on over the span of like maybe the last year? I know you have, you know, music out. You've been doing interviews, project on the way, which we'll talk about. But, you know, going back maybe a year, what were some of the things that you've been working on that people can go back and check out from you?
A year ago, I have been rapping a year ago, but it's not been to the public.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to say possibly about, like, 6 months ago.
Okay.
6-7 months ago. I was just trying to get comfortable rapping, you know. Not saying I wasn't comfortable rapping. It's just, you know, everybody's, like, authenticity is not, it's like your ID.
Yes.
You know, so if somebody hear a song and they just hear, like I was speaking on Future, even though Future changed up his style of music, we still know it's Future.
Absolutely. We know his voice. Absolutely.
So by the end of the day, so it just kind of end up being like just putting it out there to where, okay, I feel comfortable and I'm still not trying to sound like no one else. So
you have a very distinct sound.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
When I heard your music for the first time, I would have thought that you've been professionally doing this for years. Because not only do you have like the tone of your voice, like I think you have that down, but you actually know how to deliver a record. You know how to create a record.
Right.
From what I've heard, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's just going to continue to elevate. Do you, practice at all at home? Like, is that a thing for you?
Well, shoot, when me and my friends, we be around and stuff like that, like I say, shoot, I put them in the studio with me, so it's more like natural, like me and my friends rapping. We all together, like in the midst of it, like, you know how back in the day they used to sing over the fire uptown, and they all do this. And some of my friends naturally, they didn't rap, but around me, everybody just comfortable, and we just, we just in the group having fun, freestyling.
I love that. That's your comfort zone right there. You have to find what I reference as like some of my friends, I call them my safe space, because I feel safe and comfortable around them. Like I can completely be myself. Not that I ever don't want to present 100% myself, but I can be more vulnerable around them, if that makes sense. And it sounds like you can with your friends as well.
Right.
Just give them 100% you.
Yeah, it'd be natural. Then it'd be like being comfortable.
Yes, that's important. That is so important. Being in Atlanta, let me ask you this. You're born and raised here. Do you feel like if you did not reside in Atlanta, you would still be as passionate about music? Maybe difficult to answer, but do you think so?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course. Whatever God got planned for you, he gonna make sure you're doing it.
Yeah. Are you real spiritual?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, definitely.
Big part.
You talk to God on the daily?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, people think I'm crazy. They think I'm talking to myself sometimes.
I do talk to myself. Yeah. Slick. I be riding in the car talking. I be having a whole blown full conversation.
See, they say sometimes like nothing.
Absolutely. Let's switch gears a little bit on the more personal side. You know what I'm saying? Can we get a little vulnerable for just a moment? I learned last time that we had a conversation that you had a son that you lost.
Right.
Which is, I can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like that just makes me emotional even talking about it. And I have never had the opportunity to meet him. Going through that period in your time, how did that change your outlook on life, losing your son?
You can't take any second for granted.
Yeah.
Living life with me being here for 27 years.
Yeah.
And my son going through something I haven't went through, that's like just played a big part. So, I'm not sure anybody want to pass away, but, definitely for someone young. So it just showed me like whatever the case may be, regardless is me stressing or me having good days. So, at least I can.
Yes.
So.
Absolutely. Like I said, I couldn't even imagine. I have one son, and I could not imagine the heartache and the pain that you went through and endured, because nobody wants to outlive their children.
Right.
But you have a baby girl now. She's the boss.
Yeah. For real.
Well, how did that change your life becoming a girl dad?
It just made me, because my son, it was like tough love.
Yeah. Yes.
Like unconditional love.
Understood.
And with my daughter, it's like, you gonna give me what I want. My daughter, she 3 years old, but
she the boss. Are you a softie with her? Of course you are.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you are her first love. That's one thing I know. Listen, my dad is always, that's my best friend, and that's as a woman, as a little girl, our first love is always our dad.
Yeah.
Definitely. Does she, she's 3, I know she's still young, but is she showing any kind of interest in anything in particular yet?
She likes recording herself.
Really?
Yeah. She camera friendly.
That is so cute.
Yeah,
she might be a little model or actress or something.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. So when you record, like is she ever there with you?
Nah. I end up recording. Well, I believe she came to the studio one time with me.
Yeah, she enjoyed that.
One time, she was asleep. It was late. Yeah.
Once you get that home set up, though, she'll be around it more. She's going to want to chime in. You know that. You're going to have to put her voice on one of your records.
Yeah. And she talked clear. She talked real clear to be 3.
That is amazing.
You have a full-blown conversation with her.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing because honestly, I know kids that are pushing 3 and they're like nonverbal. You know what I'm saying? They don't really talk that much. So that's amazing that she has that full conversation. Definitely. Going back to the music side, let's talk about this project. So you said professionally you've been putting music out to the world for maybe 6 to 8 months, we'll say, right? How many singles have you dropped during that time period?
7.
That's a lot of work. I love it.
Yeah, 7.
So almost every month. Man, listen, he's doing it the right way. In today's era, with the algorithms and stuff, you have to put music out every 3 to 4 weeks,
Right.
to stay in the spot. If you're looking to get in the Spotify algorithms,
Right.
definitely. Which out of all those 7 songs you put out, which one would you say has gotten the most attention?
The Diamond Dancing song.
Talk to us about it.
Yeah, the Diamond Dancing song. It was a quick little snippet. I'd say it's like an interlude.
Yeah.
But my boy Kyle, he does my videos.
Yeah.
So he shot that one for me. You know, shout out Kyle too. And the way he put the video together, like in the midst of that, like we had an event for me, like where I told you I end up booking myself for my own event.
I love it.
And when I end up doing it, in the midst of that, you know, he shot a content video and we was shooting the actual video. So the way how he put the video together is just like, okay, like just like any other video somebody you done paid for, put behind, you know, these labels done put money behind it. Just like, it's just a nice video. Video good, then the song matched the video, so it just kind of just caught everybody's attention.
Absolutely. And what's so dope about having a great videographer, obviously they can bring your vision to life. You said Cal, shout out to Cal, man, bringing his vision to life. But just, we'll say the video's 3 minutes long, 4 minutes long. You can take snippets from that video and have a ton of content from just one music video.
Right.
Today you post 15 to 30 seconds.
Right.
This part. Then, you know, next week, 15 to 30 seconds of the next part.
Right.
You can get real creative because really slick in today's era with the social media, as an artist, you also have to learn to be a content creator.
Right. That's I think me and you was talking about that last time.
Yes.
And you was like, you know, the day you choose to be a rapper, the day you sign up, you know, make content every day. Content has to be put out every day. So yeah.
And it works. I'll tell you, like social media, we'll say Instagram, for example, obviously has changed over the years.
Yeah.
But when I first signed up for Instagram, I was kind of late because I had an Android at first and you could only get it for iPhone. So I had to sign up on my iPad. I was posting multiple times a day because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. I probably was driving people crazy, but what I can say is that is what helped me build such a big organic following. No bot followers and none of that stuff. Just posting.
Yep.
Now you and I were talking about sponsoring those posts. How has that helped you with you putting your posts out there and actually putting ads and stuff? Are you seeing better traction?
Yeah, I caught a lot of traction. From when I first started rapping, I didn't I put money by myself, you know, shooting videos and stuff like that. But it was just me dropping a video on Instagram, and YouTube, and just, you know, people who, you know, supported me just reposted it. But as far as like me getting it promoted like on pages and running ads behind the stuff, I didn't. Yeah. But when I chose to do it, I could say my impressions to my Instagram grew like 40,000.
That is insane. That's dope.
So it was real. It was like, so that's what made me just see it. It's like, okay, I could see it to believe it. So.
Yes, absolutely. And it's like what we said a little bit earlier. You don't know until you actually make an effort or try to do it.
Right.
You know, and if it doesn't work out, boom, at least you say, you know what, I gave it my best foot forward. I gave it a shot. Didn't work for me. Boom, move on to something else. But it's working for you. Right. Definitely. What's the title of the project that's dropping in May?
618.
618. What is that? Significant. What is the significance behind that?
The 618 when my son passed.
I figured as much.
Yeah, it's that's how long he drowned. My son. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That is like, bro. Like I listen. You gonna make me emotional because I'm a mother. You know, and women we're emotional creatures anyway. So this is basically like a dedication to your baby boy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name Aiden.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's a tribute to him.
Yeah, he the reason why I started doing it. So
man,
it wouldn't be right.
Absolutely. How many records can we anticipate?
I give it possibly no more than 13 songs. Probably about 13 songs.
So the songs that are going to be on the project, 13-ish, we'll say, are any of them already released, or are you putting all brand new records?
I probably put like 2 songs that's already out right now. Good
idea.
And because I got a feature with one artist right now, Peasy.
Dope.
So, I would just end up, probably putting that on there and had a Diamonds Dancing song on there.
Got to. If that's the record that people are gravitating to the most, it's a great idea to put it on the album because it's going to anticipate people to want to listen to the rest of the project. They're like, oh, that record's dope. Then the rest of the project's got to be dope.
Right.
Are you going to do maybe a listening party for it?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I'm planning on doing another event party.
Tell us about the one that you did, because I know we talked about it before and you brought it to life. And that's dope because you're not only an innovator because you created your whole idea of what you wanted, but you pursued it and you made it happen. Tell us about the event that you did.
So basically I went out and found my own venue, and cause normally what I end up doing was like getting like promoters from around the clubs to end up promoting me.
Yeah.
And then not nobody hustle or anything like that, The best way to save money is saving money. So,
man, facts.
So I tried to just, put it out to where, I could get these same promoters and I could just book my own venue to where I could headline my own show.
Man, smart.
So from whoever was booked between like the artists or even, Instagram people that's famous and stuff like that, it was just more publicity for me.
Yeah.
So I ended up just running it like that. I ended up booking Buddha.
Yep.
And Lil Jock.
Yep.
And
that's dope.
They doing their thing right now. So
definitely.
It was just like, pop up out the blue. They Bankroll just pop up out the blue. So that's how I ended up working it out. So in the event, it was a 4-day planned event. And when I tell you, and I ended up booking Baby Dread too.
Okay.
Baby Dread, she was up there. And,
shout out to DJ Baby Dread. That's my sis. We love you.
When I booked her and, just the turnaround time, just to have everything and, promote it, it turned out perfect. Like it turned out real well. Like in the actual video of Diamonds Dancing, like you could see like in parts of the scenes we was in the club.
I'm about to check it out. I haven't seen the visual yet. That's hard. So I like how you incorporated some of your events, some real life stuff into the actual music video.
Yeah.
When can we potentially anticipate the next event?
The next event possibly end up happening, I want to say, I'll probably do 2 events.
Okay.
Next month and around May.
I love it. I love it. Do you think that that's something that you may continue on doing, is putting these events together, whether it be monthly or quarterly or something?
Yeah. Only thing that I'm going to change is I'm going to start going out of town.
There you go.
Me getting out of town, start attracting these other people. Because when we went to South by Southwest, when I went out there with Baby Dre, everything was, it was a good networking event.
Absolutely.
I locked in with a lot of people when I had the last artist showcase, the one you told me about here.
Yep.
I ran into like 3-4 artists that was out there.
Oh, that's dope.
And, they remember me. So, it was just like a good feeling. So then like just seeing other people, that's in a different state that, never heard my music on Instagram or anything that, come to support my music is good. So
as an independent artist, that's what you have to do. You have to get out there and move around and, as they say, shake hands and kiss babies. You got to network.
Right.
Hitting even some of them smaller markets, like the B and C markets, as they say, like a little bit like Birmingham or something.
They work.
Man. Yes, absolutely. Because places like that don't have a lot of big stuff that goes on like Atlanta. So they look forward to someone like a Sir Bankroll coming in and throwing an event because they want to pull up.
Right.
So that's dope. So we can anticipate a couple more, at least 2 more this year, potentially more in the city, some outside the city.
Right.
Projects coming in May.
Yeah.
What about merch?
As far as merch, I wanted to get like the poster boards made.
Yeah.
So like whenever I'm out and whenever I'm moving around and stuff like that, I've been recently talking to I think his name Zay Money.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
He makes them?
Yeah, he do a good job.
That's dope.
You know, he promoted Peasy thing for South by Southwest, and just how it was, like, you know, people walk around with the fat heads, you know.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because, you know, you would see that before you see
100%. Absolutely.
It's a good marketing tool. So
it is. It's almost like what they call, like on Instagram, they call it clickbait, because people will post something that looks kind of off the wall just to get people to click on the post.
Right.
It's similar to that. It's real deal, real life clickbait.
Right.
Because like you said, they got the big head things. You walk around with, and people are like, oh, who is that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. So yeah, he's here in Atlanta.
Yeah, he in Atlanta.
Okay. What's his name? Zay?
Yeah, Zay Money ATL.
Zay Money ATL. Shout out to you, bro. That's dope, man. Listen, everybody out here in Atlanta, that's what I love about the city so much, because there's so many hustlers out here.
Yeah.
So many hustlers. Outside of music, is there other business ventures that you want to pursue?
Trucking. I'm actually in the midst of trucking. Started my own trucking business so far. And I actually wanted to do real estate, like getting into land. Man,
that is it right there. That's the money right there.
Yeah.
Because that's never going to go away.
Right.
And trucking's never going to go away. Let's talk about the trucking for just a moment. Do you anticipate doing maybe locally first and then expanding nationwide?
No, it's going to be nationwide on top.
It's the money right there.
Yeah, we're going for the big one.
He said, we ain't playing no games.
We're going for the big one.
But that's dope, because there's always freight and stuff that needs to be moved, and they rely on these big trucks to move it for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you'll own your own. You're looking to own your own truck?
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it. Get some of them good contracts.
Get a couple of them, and we just pushing it off like this in the midst, like in the works of like right now.
Love it. And then real estate, you said you want to get into like buying land and what, building property on that land potentially?
Somewhat. But the land that I'm looking for, because nowadays in Atlanta, you know, they starting to make, you know, their own cities, like these ordinances starting to make their own cities.
Absolutely.
So, you know, the parking nowadays out here is crazy.
It's insane. That's why I don't go a lot of places, honestly.
It's crazy. So, you know, like that's every day, like, you know, like I probably build like parking garage.
I love it.
And one reason why I say I wouldn't rather deal with the house, you know, after a while, like just dealing with a house, it just, if it's not kept up, it loses value.
100%.
No, parking garage don't lose value.
No, absolutely. So more commercial real estate is what you would be into.
Right.
You're right, because Atlanta parking is a nightmare out here. Like that will make or break whether I go somewhere.
Right.
Honestly, like there's some venues people be like, oh, it's going to be here. I'm like, well, I'm good on that, because I know how the parking is. It's not safe sometimes, or you got to park way down the street, pay $50.
$50.
We ain't trying to do all that.
Ain't even made it to where you going yet.
Right. Then you still got to maybe pay $20 to walk to the door. Then if you want to buy a few drinks,
yeah.
You $200, $300 in
before you even got there, right?
Right, that's insane.
Seeing me, like I have to park my car in the front, like, and then so they go in, like they get me every time.
You got to be mindful, because you have a car that people want. I had a Dodge Charger when I first moved here. The first year, that thing got broken into 3 times, because I had the 22-inch wheels on it. You know, it was a spectacle. Yeah. It's like, that's what we have to be mindful of when we go to places, because people will try to break in your shit and take what you got, even if there's nothing in there.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part. See, and I'm from out here, and I know, like, you know, I don't know if they you know, they look in the car before they bust your window up.
I don't think they do.
But, like, you know, they cause like a $200 problem for nothing. I'd be like, dang, like,
bruh, facts. It makes you feel so violated too.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave nothing in my car.
So just anybody seeing this, he has a nice car. Don't touch it, because he don't leave nothing of value in there.
Ain't nothing in there.
None. I don't either.
Ain't nothing in there.
Nothing of value. Maybe my sunglasses, but those are cheap too, so you could have those, you know. But yeah, like I've actually heard people say they just leave their car doors open now, like unlocked.
Yeah. And really, to be honest with you, most of the time it is unlocked. You know, because a lot of people just like, all right, if there's nothing in the car, like. And like in some cases, you know, they steal the cars. You know,
they'll take the whole damn car.
So, but other than that, like, you know, Like, I know not to leave nothing. Nothing that I know or even look visible or okay, yeah, I think something's in there. Nah, I clean my car out every week, so
yeah,
ain't nothing in there.
And it's crazy that we even have to talk about that stuff, but it's just reality. There's knuckleheads out there. It be them youngins most of the time with nothing else to do, so they out there getting in cars. So y'all stop doing that. Go get a job.
Find a green box.
Right.
Yeah, go find a green box in the neighborhood. Just
and chill out for real. Definitely. Well, listen, I'm excited about the project coming. Do you have an exact date of when it's releasing?
May 31st.
May 31st. So we can anticipate it. 6/18 on May 31st.
Yeah.
Why didn't you drop it on 6/18?
6/18 was a time.
Yeah.
The date is when he passed, May 31st.
Oh, understood. So you are releasing it on the date he passed, and the title is the time he passed. Gosh, that's heartfelt right there.
Yeah.
Man, events on the way. Probably more interviews on the way.
Yeah.
Definitely. Tell everybody where they can keep up with you on your social media so they can anticipate when all this stuff is coming.
You can catch me on Instagram, Sir Bankroll 96. You catch me on YouTube. Catch me on Apple Music. Catch me on iTunes. You can catch me on almost any platform. I'm out there.
Most definitely.
You can just Google it.
Hey, he's Googleable.
Yeah.
He's Googleable.
Yeah,
and we gonna make him more Googleable. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I know throughout this conversation, you've shouted out a couple people you work with. Anybody else that you want to show some love to?
Shout out to everybody that's supporting me. People that I don't know, people that surround me. You know, I appreciate it, even if it's little. You know, all support. You know, from big to small, you know, we got to start somewhere. Man. I just appreciate everybody.
That's facts. Yeah. You got such a humble spirit. I love it.
Yeah.
I just want to give you your flowers real quick. I've been doing this for 13 years, and I encounter so many different types of personalities, different types of energies.
Yeah.
If everybody that walked through this door could be like you, man, my life would be grand. Yeah. You just have such a humble spirit, and it's genuine. I can tell. Yeah. So I just want to let you know, like, keep doing what you're doing, man, because for real, I see you blowing up major. You're still young. You got plenty of time. You got a good head on your shoulders. So I just wanted to, let you know, man, you are doing your thing.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
For real. And I'm excited to build and work with you more. Let's stay in closer contact, especially with this project coming out. There's some things that I can help you with. Let's make it happen. My last question, of course, we are live. Big Industry's Most Wanted. Phone. What makes Sir Bankroll the industry's most wanted?
I could say just my authenticity, the way I move. I could say just me just being myself.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, so
authentic. Often imitated, never duplicated. He the real deal.
Right.
Appreciate it. Give me some love one more time. Boom. We up out of here, y'all.
Fox no fancy. Kill that boy, take a chance. Fuck around and get canceled. Fuck around, backstab him. Don't pay me no blunt, let's got grub him. Put him on every news channel. Every stick got handles. Got a pole for on my funnel. Walk in your trap and take